Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I would love it if you subscribe. So today I'm going to be sharing with you guys my car, do a little car tour. Also share with you some must-haves that I recommend every parent should have in their car, or even anyone should have these items in their car. So I'm going to share those with you. I did want to go into a little brief backstory on why I ended up getting a new car. Not because I feel like I need to explain myself, but I'm naturally an open person, and it's, to me, telling you why we had to get a new car is not detrimental to our business, you know, our personal business. Like it's not gonna harm you. I won't tell you like financial numbers or anything like that, because that's none of nobody's business, but I will just tell you the reason why we ended up needing to get a new car. So about 3 weeks before we decided to go car shopping, Anthony's car had been in the shop this whole time period. It turned out that the car needed a repair that was very expensive, and it wasn't worth putting the money that the car needed into that car, because that car, one, it was a 2012. It's starting to get a little outdated, and overall it just didn't make sense. The numbers didn't make sense. What we owed on it and what it needed in repairs, it didn't make sense for us to put the money into the car. So that is why we decided to just be done with it. So basically what we did is the car place wrote us a check for the value of the car with it not working, and we used that check and applied it to the balance that we owed, and we paid the difference off. So basically we paid off the car. We no longer are responsible for it. It's out of our hands. The dealership bought it and they took it over and they paid it off and they got the title, blah blah blah. So basically we're down to one car, which is my car. I actually have the Nissan Maxima SR. I bought it 2 years ago. I got into a car accident when I was pregnant with Lennox, and my car got totaled. So when I got a new car, that's when I got the Nissan, and it's been fine. It's a freaking awesome car. I love it. It has all the bells and whistles. It's a pretty spacious car for it not being an SUV. So that's the car we were down to. So with us having a sedan left, we decided that the new car, we were going to get obviously SUV, because we had an SUV before. So we're going to get comparable sizing, because we are a growing family and we also are traveling often. Well, we were before coronavirus, but you know what I mean. So we knew that we were going to get another SUV basically. So with me being with the kids most of the time, we decided that the SUV would now be mine. I would get the SUV and Anthony would just take over my car, basically just drive my car, because we're both responsible for the payments, but be responsible for driving it to and from work, because his job is about 30 minutes away, so it'd be better on gas for him. It's just smaller car since it's mostly him. So basically, yeah, that's why I ended up getting a new car and not him, even though his car was the one that was, you know, needed to be replaced. And that's basically it. So that's the reason why we got a new car. The other one stopped working. It wasn't worth the cost in repairing it, so we got out of it, paid it off, sold it, and now we were down to start shopping. We were going back and forth on what we were going to do, but we ended up doing the lease option, and Anthony's not here to talk to you about it. He did all the negotiations, because that's what he does. We were able to negotiate 4 years of maintenance, so they gave us, because we did it for 36 months, so we got 3 years of maintenance for the car that we're leasing, and they actually added a year of maintenance to our current Nissan that we already have, which includes oil changes, tire rotations. They added the tints to the car, because when I first got the car it didn't have tints, so they included the tints and they already put it on for us. And then he also added the tire replacement, rim, and paint job, because I feel like he doesn't trust me and he thinks I'm gonna mess it up, and so he added that so that we'll be covered when it's time to turn in the car. Includes everything. We are happy with our lease, and yeah, a couple things that I was looking for in the car. Well, first I decided to go with the Nissan Murano 2020 V or SR. I don't know. I have to go check when I get downstairs. Basically, what I was looking for in a car was, I thought 3 rows. I wanted 3 rows because eventually we are gonna have another kid. We ended up going with a 5-seater, which is fine because we don't own the car. So if our family does grow, I mean, we can make it work for the next 3 years. One of my trade-offs, if I didn't get the 3rd row, was a moonroof, which I can't explain my logic. That's just my logic. I was like, okay, well, if I'm not gonna have 3 rows, I want a moonroof. Okay, well, if I'm not gonna have a moonroof, I want 3 rows. So that was kind of like my deal breaker. I just really wanted a moonroof. I enjoy it. I think the kids will love it, especially when it rains down here, because it rains often. I just thought that they would appreciate that, and it just makes the car feel different. Whether it's closed or when it's open, I loved how it felt. That was my trade-off. Another thing I looked for was either dark interior or leather seats. I know it wouldn't make sense. Why would you want leather seats? It's so hot down here, but like, kids. With cloth seats, they get messy, they get dirty. It's easier to clean leather. It just is. That was another thing. And then trunk size and safety features are my only other things that I like in a car. I need safety features because when I got into my car accident when I was pregnant, it really took a toll on me. Like, I think I have PTSD from that. I'm not diagnosed, but I get triggered very easily on the road now. So an important feature for me is safety features. So it does have the blind spot signals, and it beeps when you're getting too close to a car, you know, all of that. It has all of that. And a trunk, obviously, because I'm a mom, I need to put my shit away. I need to put the stroller away, I need to put the bags, whatever. And plus, we're going to be traveling to and from Orlando often. So those are the main things that I wanted in a car. And so this hit all the, you know, spots for me. For Anthony, all he cared about was good gas mileage and a good price, which duh. He ended up just, overall, Nissan ended up taking care of us way more than all the other dealerships we're talking about. So that's why we ended up with the Murano, and honestly, we're pretty proud of our purchase. So I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys the car now, and I'm very excited. Here it is. This is the Nissan Murano 2020. As you can see, it has the tint on it now. They do that in as part of the deal. This is how the back looks. Even though I always said I don't like white cars. Here I am. I can hear Lennox. He's in his crib. Pretty nice, pretty nice, pretty nice. So we're gonna go inside now. So here we have the trunk. It's pretty spacious. It goes really deep. Under here is just, you know, the tire, the tools to fix the tire. Actually, I can show you probably. You know, all of that stuff. And I'm going to show you that in a minute. It didn't include the draw cargo. It does not include the cargo thing because I guess that was for the Platinum. But if I really wanted it, it's about $70 on Amazon and I can order it. But as you can see, my shoulders in here, and I still have a significant amount of space on both ends. Yeah. So, I mean, you can't really see much with the... I love that it's dark, so, you know, I don't have to worry about it getting dirty. As you can see, they just got the tint, so I can't roll down the windows. But here's the interior of the inside. I went with this color because they had the full black option, but the Maxima already has black, so I wanted this car to feel different. Seats, guys, are super cushiony. Like, super, super cushiony. Okay. So, it has the electric seats. It has the warming seats, which a lot of people think I'm crazy, but I actually always turn on my heated seats for my back. I have the worst back problems. So me turning on my heated seat is everything. So here is the dash. It's pretty similar to the Maxima. It looks almost the same. This is the dash. What I look for also in a car is like a nice, clean, modern dash. And I really loved how this one looked. This one does have the CarPlay, which I had no clue what that was until getting in this car. Apparently it just... I'll show you. Hold on. So basically this is what the CarPlay does. It basically simulates your phone onto the feature, which I'm only describing this if you don't know what it is. Like I said, I didn't know what it was until I got this car, but you can see my Waze app, which I use for GPS, Spotify, which I use for music, and then my messages. There's also, you know, you can have it on both sides where you have your Waze open and your music open. And then it has additional apps that you can navigate through on your dash. So that was really cool. And it's just a very clean car, you know, it feels different. So here we have the moonroof. This is what it looks like closed. Over here you have the buttons for it, so this opens it up halfway. Oh yeah, okay, I was like, are you gonna make me laugh? Halfway, and then all the way. Just push it again, and I just think it just makes the car feel so different, which is why this was kind of like my trade-off for the back seats. And then it opens halfway only though, and it has this little, I think this is called like a shield or something to like make sure things don't, I don't freaking know, I'm not a car tech person. Definitely love the moonroof because look at how nice it looks back there. Lennox looks up and he just looks at the raindrops, and I just think it's a nice feature that really elevates this car. But there's not too much else to say about the front. I mean, you have your dash, you have cup holders, which is important, cup holder on this end, then this is the console. This is very cushiony too for your arm, and obviously we have mask and a taser in there. We also have an additional lighter jack, which is good because I got a car vacuum, which I will show you guys in a second, and I think everyone needs it. So that's pretty much it on the front. Otherwise, you do have your glasses holder. I don't know what this is. Oh, these are the lights. Duh, these are the lights for the back. And then this has a sliding visor, which apparently is a significant feature, but I feel like all of my cars have had this. I'm not sure. Yeah, me. And then the same with this side. You have the yada yada. So now we'll go to the back. But honestly, it's really nice. AC be hitting. You have your two AC thingies. This is such a, anyone who's a real car person watches this video, they'll be disgusted by my terminology. I like how the dash is like super flat, and I'm pretty sitting low right now because Anthony drove it last, but I would raise my seat up. Oh, actually, let me do it right now. I mean, this would be really high up. I don't know why I would not drive that high up. But yeah. So yeah, that's the front seat. I'm gonna leave it on and go to the back. So this is the view from the back. As you can see, they can see from the moonroof. We have Lennox's car seats. We have a cup holder here for the two people. Otherwise, it would be a third seat. We have the seat belts. This one looks unique. Why does it look like that? Honestly, I don't know why it looks like that. Where's the seatbelt for it? Yeah, I'm gonna have to learn that. But the seatbelt for that one is in here and it's already strapped in. And then the seatbelt for this one is here. Another cup holder down here. Even though I don't know how people fit stuff in there. They have their own window thing, blah blah blah. And then they have the USB ports that they can use to charge their devices, and then obviously the AC that is for the kids. I would prefer if that was up higher because it's really hard for Lennox to reach rear facing, but we make it work. I just end up blasting it, and that's how we resolve that. That's pretty much it for the car tour. I mean, these headrests are adjustable, so if they're too high or too low, you can fix it. And there we have the trunk. I mean, look at the legroom. I'm pretty small, but definitely feel like there's more legroom in this car than the Range Rover had, for sure. So a couple items that I wanted to show you guys that are must-haves for the car are, one, this little protector. This just straps around headrest, and this is where Lennox's feet would go, so this stops him from dirtying the light leather interior, as well as it stops this car seat from creasing the seats. I don't know if it really would, but in the event, just in case, it does stop it from creasing. And then this has little pockets so that I could like put wipes there, a snack, whatever, and use it as additional storage. And are these little purse hooks. I don't have a purse on me now, but basically you would just put your purse there, and that would refrain it from being in the front seat, whoever's in the front seat with you. Now the only thing is, I did want these on that chair, obviously, so I can reach my purse much easier, but since I do have a car seat in here, his car seat was getting hooked on it, so I couldn't really keep it there. But I ended up putting these here, and they're gonna come in. They're definitely gonna come in handy. I also seen where a kid was able to put like their tablet right in here, so Gio could like put his tablet here and hang on it, and it would be like a TV. You know what I mean? So those are very inexpensive. I will link everything that I mentioned down below. It came in a pack of 4, so I ended up putting the other 2 back here, so when I do any groceries or shopping or whatever, I can hang those bags off of the rail too and have some additional space on the actual cart. The next thing I wanted to share was this car vacuum that I got off of Amazon for less than $30. It comes in this whole case and everything. It plugs into your lighter jack, and it has additional filters, adapter pieces so you can get into smaller crevices. I mean, it came with everything. The little brush. So I've already tested this out, and it works very well. So I would definitely recommend, if you have kids, or even if you don't have kids but you like to keep your car clean, I would definitely recommend this purchase. Like I said, I ordered it off Amazon. It came the next day, and it's definitely going to come in handy because of the kids cleaning up their Cheerios. Okay, I'm getting hot because it's hot outside though. The next thing that I ordered off of Amazon, which actually was a fail, was this little keychain, and it came with the little rope, the silicone, it's like a silicone rubbery case, and this hook, right? It was only $6 on Amazon, but actually these keys do not match. Like, these pictures do not match the key placement. If I press unlock, it locks my car. Like, if I press horn, it opens my trunk. So I've already contacted the seller to see maybe I got a wrong one or something, but I mean, it's very cute. This is like leather. It's super cute and girly, but the concept of this was very cute. I'm hoping they'll send me a replacement that actually matches. The last thing that I got, and I highly recommend, is this dust cleaning gel, and basically it's like a little flubber that you use to clean your car. It smells good. It actually smells clean. It looks gross, and it feels gross. But basically what you do is you just go like that, and it cleans off any dust between the crevices. Obviously my car's pretty clean because we haven't driven anywhere, but TikTok made me buy this, and you basically just, you know, rub it through, and it gets the little nooks and crannies. I definitely recommend this. $8 on Amazon. Why not? It's an extra device to keep the car tidy with kids. It looks weird, it sounds weird, it feels weird, but it gets the job done. We used it in the Nissan, the other Nissan yesterday, and it got up a good amount of junk. Lastly is this steering wheel cover. I like my steering wheel to feel solid, expensive. Like, this wheel, oh my god, you can't see, but the one underneath it feels very thin. So I like this steering wheel because it feels thicker, solid, and more, like, I don't know how to describe it. It just, I need to have a steering wheel that feels good in my hands. So I found this one on Amazon. It matches, you know, the black, and it was inexpensive. Oh my god, my hair looks crazy. It's getting hot. The sun's coming out. Yeah guys, that is it for my car tour. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't already, and I will catch you guys in my next video.